Watson and the Houston Texans.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Now Watson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Gallman will run it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On first down, Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. More from L.A. in a moment. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be fourth down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board. And
he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. He was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do.
They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be...
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert, sliding out of the pocket. He's airing it out for Williams. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Watson on 1st down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown, Houston. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And oh, it's blocked. Now the Chargers have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. 1st quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. More from L.A. in a moment. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Buying time to his left. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Again, Herbert forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here we go on 4th. Herbert rolling to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, it was looking like they were going to have the ball in good field position, but now with that fumble, they don't have the football at all.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to imagine what he was thinking there, though, right? I can take this one, break it, go for a big one right here. But you and I both know, always protect the football is the #1 mantra for a kick returner.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll roll him out right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. On the give, this is Eckler. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. That's caught. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
The pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and Thomas has it.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his pick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's Gallman. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Gallman. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Left side, it's Beckham. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone.
Oh, this is blocked. Now the Chargers have it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. The 40. The 20. 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he's got some space here. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from the 1. Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Watson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Looks like this will be the drive they come up empty after a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on those first 3 drives.
Yeah, but shed no tears for them, okay? So they come up empty on one, but as you noted, they've put plenty of points on the board. They don't look close to being done in this one. A lot of adjustments still needing to be made on the defensive side of the field.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
And he's brought down.
Yeah, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass, escaping the pressure right. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Another milestone falling on that last throw in what has been an MVP-type season so far, as he has now gone over 4,000 yards passing. Touchdown, Chargers! Jared Cook, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he gets it to Thomas. And some space here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Logan Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Sliding out of the pocket. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Dancing to his left. Going deep here for Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Will Fuller, as time expires in the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll try and run it here.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And out trots Jared Cook with the rest of his offensive mates. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a nice spin into some open field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To the air again, Herbert throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert now. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. It's caught by OBJ. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 17-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Cooks on the quick slant. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. More from L.A. in a moment. Samuels going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Watson going to try and run it. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2nd and 9. Once more, here's Eckler. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. Being chased out left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of it, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. It's Eckler again. Stays on his feet, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. Touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you were... yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Flush to his right. And he's got this down to the 35. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit.
Touchdown, Texans. Logan Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. A handoff, it's Eckler. Shrugs off another, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
107 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big game that time for the Chargers. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
More from L.A. in a moment.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it.
Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Chargers could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead.
They're going to try and run. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, he completes it to Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
This is Gallman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Wayne Gallman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is down to 24. Just a 4-play drive that time. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Eckler. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
164 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Austin Eckler
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point.
Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shedding through the defense. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert keeping it himself from a yard out. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Watson. Slant to Adams. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything... So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here is Eckler. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. More from L.A. in a moment. Still fighting for more. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to... So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Going on the ground with Eckler. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So, for the Chargers,
the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.